Hello, it's been over a week since I did my first video and I posted it on YouTube. I feel like I look and I feel worse today than I did then. Even looking at my reflection doing this Zoom right now, I feel like my face is a balloon. It's just so swollen. I think my roots are coming through. My hair looks really thin and rubbish. And my belly's bloated. I keep getting like vertigo. This has happened for the last couple of months actually. So I went to lie down and I went really dizzy. Everything just went a little bit disorientated. I went disorientated, sorry. Everything just seemed like it was spinning. And then I did the maneuver that apparently is good to do, and it did alleviate it a little bit. But I've been suffering for since then, it's not as bad. But I'm just getting like as if I'm used to it now. I'm just kind of coping with it. So every time I lie down, I'm expecting it to happen. I'm like, oh, there it goes. And then it goes away and it's fine. But obviously that's not normal. But I'm just not even doing anything about it. But it's not normal. Ruby went back to school yesterday. She went in really well. So that was good. But today I feel I went to bed at 7:30 last night. Didn't get to sleep for a while. Ruby getting over the toilets. I think it was 2 or 3 times before even midnight. The dog wanting to play, growling. I could hear her barking. And then I got up long enough at 7, but didn't get out of bed about 7:30. And I just feel a bit, and I thought I'm just going to document it because I think it's important, I guess, to see people at the worst, especially how on Facebook or social media, you look at people's posts and they only post the good things, of course they do, because they're like that's the things people want to show off. Like for me, I'm organising events, or I've got gigs, or I've got parties. I'm like, oh yeah, I've got this party here, come along, and oh, I've been out today, happy family. And it's not because I think people want to pretend. I think it's just they generally had a good day and they just generally want to share, just share that. They just want to share that they've had a good day. And if they're having a bad day, the last thing they're going to want to do is pick up the phone and take a picture of themselves when they feel like they look rubbish and share it. So I just think it's important that within this journey thing that I'm doing, that I obviously just do these no matter how I'm feeling, even if I think what's going to come out my mouth. And that's what I feel like right now. I feel like my head's very cloudy. I feel like I can't really think properly. But I did do something this morning when I was tired. I got up and I actually took the dog for a walk and I felt great when I was out. I'm saying great as in just good, the fact I got out, but not great as in great. I still felt crap. And I was saying to myself when I was out, right, come on, you need it, because I've done a test and apparently I'm intolerant to gluten and dairy and soy. There's other things I shouldn't eat, like potatoes, paprika, tomatoes. So I need to eliminate them from my diet. So I was going for a walk saying, right, I can do this, it's just food, I'm fine, I'm going to go back home, I'm going to have a pint of water, I'm going to break my fast at about 12, I'm going to have some boiled eggs, some nuts in a fruit smoothie that I'm going to make up. And I kept doing it in my head and stuff. And then I got in the house and I was like, and then this is when the inside talk comes out. And I was like, well, I suppose I am just calorie counting. So as long as I stick with my calories, I can have toast. and that's exactly what I done. I had toast and I had a cup of tea. David just got back in there. So I had toast and a cup of tea, which I think then makes us feel crap because I've went against what I wanted to do. But the weather was miserable today. I'm feeling tired, feeling sorry for myself. So I think sometimes we need to give ourselves a little bit of slack and know that we can't be perfect every day, even though we're so bad, like we want things so bad, like to be healthy and fit. I need to remember that it's one day. And even if I'm like this tomorrow, as long as I'm not overindulgent. So my problem with the minced food. So as long as I go, right, well, okay, I've had the bread, I shouldn't have the bread, had it, but my main thing is the calories. So yeah, that's what I just need to stick to. And as well, going back to the social media thing, lately I've been posting events and I'm desperate to like get in shape for. Obviously you need to be physically fit to sing and dance anyway, which I'm not at the minute. And people have posted, or people have inboxed and saying, oh look, you look great, you look like you're doing really well. And people have just got that, I think, opinion. Not everyone will have, but some people have said like, oh, you look like you're doing so well, like, and you would do so well. And then sometimes I feel like I'm a bit of a fraud because I don't see myself that way. I see myself as somebody who is struggling and plodding along and is just doing the best with what I've got. But I don't necessarily feel proud or feel that I'm doing something great. But yeah, other people say that, and you're like, are they even talking about me? Like, and then you feel like people don't know you for who you are, and then you feel like, oh God, I must be fake, if that makes sense. Like imposter syndrome, I think that's what it's called. And so I'm having a bit of that, and that makes me feel like when I go out and go to school run and other things, and I speak to people, I feel odd because I feel like I don't know how to act, because I want to just be my general self and be like, oh, I'm having a shitty day today. But I think they kind of see me as being this person. So you kind of think, oh, well, I've kind of got to portray that. I mean, you don't, but this is my head saying you do. And when you don't feel like putting a smile on, it's just honestly that conflict is so hard. And I remember when my mum, sorry, I'm waffling now. I remember when my mum was younger and she said, because I used to say, well, how do you know how to be like with different people? I felt like I was different with different people. And I felt like it was me just reacting off their energy, brought out different sides of us. And at the time, I didn't think that was normal. I thought that was a bad thing. It's not, because you are different with different people. Some people bring out your fun side. Some people bring out your your serious side. Some people bring out your pissed off side. That they're always angry, and it just makes you get angry about something. And so you can be those different parts of you with different people. But I used to say, what if they're all in one room? Like, who do I be? And I think that is a real probably issue for a lot of people. Probably do think that as well. But so, for example, when I go to school run or something and I'm not feeling great, I feel like, and maybe I just don't want people to see us like that, because I feel like I might have to stick to that maybe somehow. I don't know. I'm kind of just analysing this out loud. This part of us that I struggle with. And it gives us a bit of social anxiety when I'm not feeling great. I find it harder to speak to people. And for somebody who's on stage, on a mic, who everyone thinks I'm super confident, and I'm like, hello, good evening, blah, 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 I talk crap all the time. So I think they must expect that in my life. So I feel like I have to kind of give that upbeat, happy-go-lucky person that I kind of am. But yeah, I have bad days like everybody else. And sometimes I have more than two even a week, where even like today, just struggling to kind of get motivated. But I am still doing stuff. And I think the hardest about being productive is the making a start, by the way. And I've been really conscious of this lately. I've had things to do, and I've put it off. But when I, like, for example, my accounts, and when I'm putting all my receipts in, and I'm like, I dread it, and then I do it, and I think, actually, I don't mind, put my accounts in, I feel dead organised, like a little admin person, and everything's all, put in its right place. And it actually makes us feel good as I'm doing it. And just like now, I've got a gig on Saturday. I haven't gigged for a full month and a bit. So I'm a bit nervous, like, is my voice going to be okay? Am I going to remember the words of these songs? So I've had on my list that I had to put a set list together for Saturday, and I'm just starting to kind of do it, and actually I'm feeling quite good. I think I'm going to have to go and have some water and then actually practice singing, which hopefully will help us, with my energy and get some more steps in as well. So this is just a vlog anyway, where I'm just going to jump on. I need to make it a weekly thing, maybe on a Thursday. And it's more for me as well to look back on, and I feel like by doing it, somebody might like stumble on these videos and relate, and of course comment, ask questions. Be lovely to hear from you. But obviously I'm not going to really, I would say, push this channel too much right now, because part of us is like, I don't want anybody to see me like this. I don't know why I spoke in that accent, but part of us is like, I don't want anyone to see us like this. But at the same time, if people do, then maybe it's going to help someone out there. I still didn't get around to doing my healthy plan. I've just set myself right, 10,000 steps a day, 4 pints of water a day, and stick to my calories a day. And that should be the bare minimum that I can do, which I think it's not hard. The water is actually quite tricky sometimes, but to drink. So the trick is to drink the water. Drink at least 2 pints, I would say, before 10 o'clock. Excuse me, and get quite a chunky steps in the morning, then it's done. And then you can do the other stuff. So that is kind of my main thing. And then once I start feeling better, I'm going to start really tweaking my meals and adding in the good nutrition that I need. And then when I'm feeling more energetic, then I'm going to start doing more exercise and stuff. But obviously gigging on a weekend is exercise. Hello, my Lola. Come here, you want to say hello? For a cockapoo, they're supposed to be really smart. But I think she's that smart that she just does what she wants and she doesn't listen. Anyway, I'm going to post this, so what the heck. So if you do end up watching this, please do like, comment, and reach out if you're kind of going through a similar like weird stage of your life. It's not a midlife crisis for me because I'll be 40 next year, when I'm going to live till I'm 100, so that would make it about 50 midlife crisis. Oh god. But anyway, yes, I hope you're all okay, and thanks for watching if you made it this far.